Fine. Thanks.
Good, good. Can you please turn your camera on?
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, Trami.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Little bit cold here today. You can see I've got my jersey on. How?
Teacher, please wait for me to turn on the camera.
Sure. Thank you, Trami. So I've got Tuknia so far and Trami. Have you had a good week, Tuknia?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Okay, I'll just wait for everyone else to get here. Hello, Berlin. Hello, Berlin. Can you hear me?
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
I can now. I can now. Can you turn your camera on, please?
Wait.
Okay, I can see you. Thank you, Trami. So, how is your school week been going, Trami?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. What did you do for the long weekend last weekend?
Before the Independence Day, I had a 5-day trip with my family to Dalat.
To Dalat.
Yes,
Wow.
Dalat.
Yeah, is Dalat good? Is it very
Yes.
interesting? Yeah,
It
what?
rained heavily.
Oh, it rain what? All the time?
Yes,
Okay, no good. All the time. It rained all the time.
yes.
Okay, what is there to see at Dalat? What sort
Mm,
of thing?
it has many forests
Has many forests.
and hills.
Many forests and hills, okay? So
Yes.
you can go for a walk. Is that right? You can go for a walk.
No, my family went by taxi.
No, no, I mean when you are there at Dalat, you can go for some walks
Uh,
in the forest.
yes,
Right.
I think so.
You think so? Okay. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy your trip?
Yes.
You did. Good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, Lynn, I can almost see you. You have your looks like you're very, very foggy where you are, Lynn.
Well, I don't know. I think my
Just
camera has
just
a
the camera,
problem.
yeah. That does it. It's okay. I can see you close enough. That's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. What did you do last weekend, Lynn?
I'm go to school.
No,
Uh,
last weekend. Last
last week.
weekend was the anniversary weekend.
Um, I'm just went to hometown and eat there and uh, visit my cousin.
Okay. Where is your hometown?
My hometown is Taiping.
How far from Hanoi?
Um, I don't know, but it take maybe 2 hours to Wednesday.
Okay. So good. So when an English speaking person asks you how far, you can also say time as well, like you just did. Okay. So even if you don't know how many kilometers it is, if someone asks you how far, you just say, oh, about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. You can still you don't have to say distance. You can also say time. All right. Thank you, Berlin. I hope you had a good time. So, only 3 people so far, I think. Is that right? I'm just looking here. Only 3 people. All right, we'll just wait another couple of minutes for everyone to join. Thank you for turning your cameras on, by the way. Remember, we're going to keep the cameras on in class from now on. the big thing that's happened over the last few days for a lot of English-speaking countries is that the Queen has died. Maybe you saw this on the news. The Queen of Britain, who is also the Queen of about 14 other countries around the world, including Australia and New Zealand. So this is quite big news because the Queen has been Queen for 70 years, I think. One of the longest serving queens or kings in the world. 70 years is a long time to be queen. So obviously she has been queen for all my lifetime. She's the only queen I have known. And even though she is Queen of New Zealand, it works a little bit strangely. She doesn't actually have anything much to do with New Zealand, but officially she is still the Queen of New Zealand, which means any laws that the New Zealand government passes, they have to be signed by her or her representative. She will always sign them. It is just traditional to have a queen. But now that she is dead, it's going to be interesting because many people in New Zealand and Australia and other places feel we shouldn't have a queen anymore, too old-fashioned. So maybe now she is dead, they will see about changing that. And New Zealand might become a republic. Anyway, that's the big news from here. So I can't see any other students yet. I can still see only 3. Doesn't matter. We will start the class. All right. So this is what we're going to do today. Does anyone have any questions for me, by the way? Look, Nia, do you have any question for me?
I don't think I have one. So.
Okay. All right. Trami?
No, thank you.
Okay. Very polite. No, thank you. Very good. Balin?
I don't have no question.
Okay. I don't have any questions. Don't have any questions. No, if you say no questions, it's not quite correct. I don't have any questions. All right, so what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be having a quick talk from you shortly. We're going to be doing another test, which will also help familiarize you with verbs to describe trends. And we are also going to be doing some more speaking exercises using adverbs. Next week, I think I will get you to start doing some writing for me. But today, we will do all speaking. So, first thing I'm going to ask you, a would you rather question. So, Duknia, you can see the question here. Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef, and why?
I would prefer a personal chef because, like, I am a food guy, so having a personal chef will be perfect for me. And I don't think I need a maid because I can control all my stuff myself, so a maid will not be necessary for me. So I think, yeah, the chef is better.
Okay, that's great English, Duknia. Okay, great English. The only thing I would change, you said you can control all your personal stuff yourself. As even though the English is correct, you probably wouldn't say it like that if you were talking about a maid. You would probably say something like, I can clean up everything myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay. So you would probably, so control wasn't wrong, but saying for a maid to say clean up is a better answer, I think.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nia. The rest was fine. Perfect English. Okay, Trami, your turn.
Yes,
Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef, and why?
I would rather have a personal maid because I'm lazy to do housework. And I don't like to have a personal chef because I like my mom cooking.
Okay, sounds like your mum Sounds like your mum is your personal chef.
Yes.
Yeah, so you already have a personal chef. Okay. What was that second sentence you said to me? You said I'm lazy to tidy up. Is that what you said?
Oh, I'm lazy to do housework.
I'm lazy to do housework. Okay, to make that perfect English, you would need to have a to in there. You would need to say, I'm too lazy to do housework is better.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to do housework. I'm lazy to do housework. Again, it is correct, but it is not what an English speaker would say. Okay, they would always have the to in there. I am too lazy to do housework.
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. And that to, by the way, is the one that is spelled T-O-O. All right,
Yes.
remember there are 3 different tos in English. Okay, this one is T-O-O. I am too lazy to do housework. It is an intensifier. All right. But the rest of that was fine. Thank you, Trami. I'm glad you have your mum to cook for you. That's great. Okay, Bao Lin.
Yes.
Does
I would.
that, yeah, sorry. Please keep going.
Okay.
Sorry.
I would rather have a personal chef. Because I'm not good at cooking and prepare the dinner. But also I can do all the household chore. So uh, the only I need is a personal chef because I don't know how to cook.
Okay, good correction. I don't know how to cook. That's great. So the only thing I need is a personal chef because I don't know how to cook. That was great, Bao Lin. Great English. There was just, I can't remember now. There was something you said in your second to last sentence that maybe was a little bit wrong. I can't remember what it is now. Sorry. Can you remember your second to last sentence?
I think it's I don't need a personal maid because I can do all the household chore.
I can do all the household because I can do all the household chores. No, that is fine, Balin. That is fine. That is correct. Well done. That's great. Thank you. Okay, who else has joined us? I thought I saw someone else before. I'll just have a quick look here. Oh, no, she's gone again. All right. So what we're going to do now is go on to test 4. All right. Now this is going to be a practice at using verbs to describe trends. What is a trend? Do you know what a trend is, Bao Lin? A trend.
A chance. I think is what is a popular or I think it's what popular that people know most about.
Oh, that is one meaning. That's very good, Balvin. Yes, a trend is something that is popular. Also, but the second meaning, and I think I will say this to you many times, many English words, okay, have 2 meanings, all right, depending on the context of the sentence. So trend can be something that is popular. Yes, you are correct. Trend is just also, though, meaning something that is changing. Okay, the other meaning is just something that changes. So, for example, you could say in summer in Vietnam, the temperature trends upwards. Okay, so it doesn't mean that the temperature is fashionable in Hanoi. It just means the temperature is changing upwards. So, trend, like many English words, has 2 meanings. Okay, now again, I will just check because sometimes I don't always see that someone else is joining the class. And I was going to talk, Mr. Ta, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Ta, that's right. There was going to be a new student. I remember
Yes,
you
today we have Anh Duy. In fact, he is an old student, but he was not in Hanoi.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
August. So that's
So-
why now he starts writing.
Right. So An Zi,
Anh Duy.
An Zi,
Yeah.
An Zi. Okay. Is
Anh Duy ơi,
that
con bật camera, con chào thầy ạ đi.
Thank you, Mrs. Ha.
Sure.
An Zi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
My name is Rick. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes. Okay, Anji. All right. Thank you for joining the class. So you're just in time for our test today. I'm just checking, by the way, I can't see anybody else. No, I can't see anyone else. Okay. So I will share the test with you in just a moment. Okay, you should all be able to see this test, which is verbs to describe trends. And remember, I just told you that trends in this context means to change, to change. Trend, something that is trendy can mean something that is fashionable, but in this context, trend means to change. Okay, so what you have to do here, I will just give you a couple of minutes to look at this, and then I'll be asking you for the answers. You will see these words here. Anji, can you read me all these words, please, that you can see here?
Just see, compares, lowered, suggest, reduce, rose, pollen, raised, shows, dropped, fell, illustrate, reaching, show.
Great. Perfect reading, Anji. Thank you. Okay, so one of these words will go into each of these gaps you can see in the sentences. Okay, now I've got 14 words here, you will notice, and there are only 10 gaps. That's because some of the gaps you can use more than one word is correct. So you have to see if you can use all 14 words correctly. Okay, so again, I say so some of the gaps here, more than one word is correct. Okay, so I'll just give you a couple of minutes just to have a look through this, have a look through the words and have a look through the sentences. And while you're doing that, I will see if anyone else has joined our class. Charlene. Hello, Charlene.
Oh, I'm here.
Hi, Charlene. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Can you turn your camera on, please, Charlene?
I'm really sorry because I'm late because my networks have problems.
Sorry, what had problems, Charlene?
My network.
Oh, your network. That's okay. I know sometimes you have this problem. All right. Welcome to class, Charlene. Can you see, did you hear what I was saying before about the test?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what you have to do.
Yes.
All right. And just before we start, Charlene, what did you do last weekend?
I went to school.
Sorry, last weekend?
Last weekend,
Was anniversary weekend. What did you do?
I went to school.
You went to school at weekend?
Yes.
I thought the weekend was a holiday last weekend. It was the anniversary weekend. So did you go to visit your relatives, Alan? Oh, she's disappeared. Anyway, hopefully she can come back. Okay. Hello, Knock 2.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome to class. All right. So you can see the test, Knock 2?
Yes.
Okay, good. And who else is there? Fung Ni.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Fung Ni. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. Can you turn your camera on, please, so I can see you?
Các bạn ơi, thầy đã quy định rồi nhá. Chúng mình ngồi học và chúng mình bật camera lên nhá, nhớ chưa? Bật cắt tắt mic thì thôi, bởi vì thầy muốn là để xem các bạn tập trung bài nào, với để chú ý lắng nghe, là trong khi các bạn khác nói thì mình cũng vẫn phải nghe để xem thầy sửa cho các bạn khác như nào nữa. Ok, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hart. All right, let's start this test. I will start with Duk Nia.
Yes.
Okay, Duk Nia, number 1. So can you read the sentence to me and please include what you think is the correct word?
The population of the city reaching to a high of 2.8 million in 2018.
Okay, so good reading, but reaching is not the correct word. Okay, I will see if one of the others knows. Try me.
I think it's raised.
You think it's raised? No, not raised. Berlin. Berlin.
I think it's rich.
No. Okay, so we've already had reaching. That's what Duk Nia said. So it is not reaching and it is not raised. Okay. Xialin. Xialin, are you back? Maybe not. Okay. Knock 2.
Yes.
Okay, knock 2. What is the missing word, do you think?
The first, I think.
Can you guess or not? Otherwise, I will ask somebody else.
I cannot.
Okay. Knock 2.
Sorry.
Knock 2.
Yes.
Sorry, I already asked you. Sorry. Feng Ni. Feng Ni. Hello, Feng Ni. Hi, Feng Ni. Can you tell me what the missing word is, please, in number 1?
Population of the city rose too high.
Okay, go. So what is the missing word, Feng Ni?
I guess rose.
Rose is correct. Yes, well done. Okay, rose, everyone. Rose. The population of the city rose to a high of 2.8 million in 2018. Okay, past tense. All right, the population of the city rose. All right, has to be rose. So reached, reaching or raised, okay, aren't correct. Has to be rose. All right, well done, Feng Ni. Okay, for that you get to do number 2, Feng Ni. Okay, you are the champion so far. Can you read number 2, please? And give me the correct word. Feng Ni, can you hear me?
Yes, but I can't. That's the missing word in number 2.
Okay, you're not sure. Okay, Anji.
From the chart, we can see that expenditure on IT has increased rapidly.
Okay, so what is the missing word, Anji?
I think it is C.
C, correct. Well done. The missing word is C. From the chart, we can see that expenditure on IT has increased rapidly. Okay, Anji, number 3, please. Okay, Anji has disappeared. The connection is not good. Duk Nia,
Yes.
number 3.
The inflation rate. The inflation rate has lowered to its lowest point in 10 years.
Okay, so again, good reading, Duknia, but not lowered. Okay, it is not lowered. And the fact that this one here is, they've already used a form of low, okay, here saying lowest, is a clue that it won't be lowered, all right? The sentence won't have lowered and lowest, those same words in the sentence. All right, it's not good English to use the same word twice. All right, so it's not lowered. Try me, try me.
I think it's fallen.
Okay, can you read the sentence for me, please? The complete sentence.
The inflation rate has fallen to its lowest point in 10 years.
Yes, you are correct. Fallen is the correct word. Fallen. Well done, Trami. Okay. Baolin, please. Baolin.
The chart.
Number 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
The chart, the amount of water consumed per person in each area.
Sorry, so what is the missing word?
The chart, the amount of water consumed per person in each area.
Sorry, I didn't hear the missing word, Baolin. What is it?
I haven't said.
What, you haven't chosen the missing words yet?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Jalin.
Diagram 2.4 compares.
Sorry, Jalin. Sorry, we're still on number 4. We're still doing number 4.
Okay. The chart. I think is.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. There are 2 words that can go in this gap. Okay, 2 words.
I think it's reaching the amount of water consumed per person in each area.
So, sorry, what is the missing word?
Reaching.
Reaching. It's not reaching. Not reaching, Jalin. Okay, knock 2.
Yes.
Okay, knock 2, what do you think? Number 4. There are two words. Two of these words can go in there. Either one is correct.
I think
Okay, not sure?
no.
Okay, that's fine. Fung Ni,
Sorry.
that's all right. Don't need to apologize. Okay, if you don't know, I will teach you. Don't worry. Fung Ni. Not back
Yes.
yet. Not. Oh, you are here. Okay, Fung Ni. Number 4. Can you guess or not? The chart, something the amount of water. Okay, not sure. Anji. Anji.
I think it is compares.
Compares is one. That is correct. What is the other one, Anji?
I think it's illustrate.
Illustrates is correct. Yes. Okay. And actually, now that I look at it, there is one more, Anji. Can you guess that? One more.
I don't know.
Okay. The one I think is the easiest one is this word, shows. Okay. So shows and illustrates both mean the same thing. They are synonyms, shows or illustrates. And the other one, as Anji said, of course, is compares. All right. The chart compares. With words like the chart, okay, a lot of words in English go together. All right. So words like chart and shows very often go together. The chart shows, or the chart illustrates, or the chart demonstrates. There will always be a word ending in S, and it is usually something to do with shows or a synonym of shows. The same with this one. From the chart, we can see. We can see. We can see is often a phrase of 3 words. All those 3 words go together. The population of the city rose to a high, or you can only have rose, something to do with it's gone up. The trend has gone up. So usually a word that is either rose or is a synonym of rose. All right, so one thing you need to get used to doing in English, and that will become easier the more you read, is to realize that often clumps of words go together. By clump, which is spelled C-L-U-M-P, I mean a group of words. Often groups of words will all go together. So you don't have to think of each single word when you are trying to make up a sentence. You just think of the group of words that will go together. All right, what are we up to? Must be up to number 5. Back to you, Dr. Nia.
Diagram 2.4. Shows the life cycle of the butterfly, I think.
That is correct, Dr. Nia. Okay, all right. And there is also one more word that goes in here. What did I just say was a synonym for shows? That is also in here?
Illustrated?
Correct, illustrates, illustrates. All right, illustrates is just a more formal word for shows. So illustrates is a good word to know, because if you are writing a formal essay, it's probably a more suitable academic word than shows. Shows is a more simple word, but if you use illustrates, all right, shows your English, your vocabulary is at a slightly higher level. So well done, Dr. Nia. So diagram 2.4 illustrates or shows the life cycle of a butterfly. Try me.
Yes.
Okay, number 6, try me. Can you read me the sentence, please?
Yes, the result of the survey shows that most people are dissatisfied with public transport. The missing word is show.
The missing word is show. Correct, Trami. Well done. Okay, for an extra point, Trami, what also could the word be?
I think it's C.
The results of the survey see that most people, it's not C. Did you hear what I said to Dr. Nia just before?
Yes, illustrate.
Yes, illustrates. The results of the survey illustrates. Okay, remember, illustrates and shows are synonyms.
But the word illustrated is have S.
Yeah, illustrates must have the S on the end. Okay, the results of the survey illustrates.
Yes.
Illustrates, okay? Or actually, it could be illustrate without the S, could also be correct in this case, but I won't confuse you too much with why that is true. But all you need to know for the moment is that the results of the survey show or illustrates. Okay, they are both correct, Trami. All right. So please remember, illustrate and show us synonyms. Thank you. Berlin.
Darling or Bảo
Where has she gone? Can you hear me, Berlin?
Darling or Bowen, teacher? Can you hear me?
I can now.
Hi, teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay, Berlin.
7. The percentage of households without a phone fall from 22% to just 4%.
Okay, so what is the missing word?
I think it's fell.
Correct. Fell. Fell is one, Berlin. Okay, fell is one missing word. Okay, what is another word here that would also fit the gap? That is a synonym for fell.
I think it's lower or drop.
Not dropped is correct, not lowered. Lowered is something slightly different. Lowered is something that goes down slowly. All right. Fell and dropped means a trend that changes very quickly. Okay, so dropped and fell are synonyms, but not lowered. Lowered means something slower. So dropped and fell are the correct answers for number 7. The percentage of households without a phone fell or dropped from 23% to just 4%. Okay, thank you, Balvin. Jalin.
Yes. To address the climate crisis, we all need to reduce the amount of energy we consume.
Okay, 100%. Correct. Well done, Jalin. To address the climate, by the way, Jalin, this word is pronounced crisis.
Crisis.
Okay. Yes, I think you said crisis, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, again, English, yeah, sometimes, as you know, the I is pronounced I or E or I. All right, there are 3 different pronunciations, and unfortunately, there is no rule for this. You just have to learn the word. Okay, so in this case, the I is pronounced crisis.
Yes.
Like it is a Y. We all need to reduce the amount of energy we consume. Okay, thank you, Shalan. Knock 2.
Yes.
Number 9.
We rise. Teacher, you can hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Number 9.
I choose rise.
Okay, can you read the sentence, please?
The amount will increase from the how to read that word?
Yes, further.
Further.
The amount will increase further.
Further rise 6 million in 2030.
Okay, 2030. All right. So dates like this, you just read when you see dates about years, same with this one, 2018. All right, you just divide it into the 2 different parts. So 2030, 6 million in 2030. The amount will increase further. Did you say raised? It's not raised. Not raised, sorry, not 2. Fung Ni.
The amount will increase further.
Yes. What do you think the missing word is? Can you guess Fung Yi or not?
Price 6 million in 2030.
Will increase further. So what is the missing word?
I guess the missing word is
Has to
I
be one
don't
of these
remember how
words.
to.
Has to be one of these words.
I don't remember how to pronounce this word.
Okay, what letter does it start with?
R-A-I-S-E-D.
Ah, raised. Raised. You are thinking of raised. Raised is how you pronounce it, but it is not the correct answer. Okay. All right. Anji.
I think it is a suggest.
Can you read the complete sentence, please?
The amount will increase further. Suggest 6 million in 2030.
Not suggest. No, not suggest. Okay, this one may be a little bit harder than I thought. Duknia. Duknia.
Yes, okay.
Excuse me. Which is the missing word, Duknia?
So,
The amount will increase further. Something 6 million in 2030.
I don't know. For the row setting?
Further rows. No, not rows. Not
Wait,
rows. By
wait.
the way, it is a word we haven't used yet, by the way. That will give you a clue. Try me. Back to you
It's
already. What do you
reaching.
think? Yes, correct. Reaching. The amount will increase further. Reaching. Reaching 6 million in 2030. Okay, reaching is the correct verb. Okay, and the last one, Baolin, number 10.
The Bank of Vietnam has
There are two, by the way. There are two words can fit here.
had show.
Not show, Baolin. Okay, Xiaolin. Xiaolin.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Xiaolin, number 10.
I think it's rose.
Not rose, okay? Rose can't fit in here. Has rose interest rates. That doesn't make sense. Okay, knock 2.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think
Two
Yes.
words can go here. Two words. Two words, and I'll give you a clue. They each one means the opposite of the other.
so.
Any idea? Well, ask someone else.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine. Phung Nhi.
The Bank of Vietnam has dropped interest rate.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Phung Nhi, what is the missing word?
The missing word is, I guess, is drop.
Drop. The Bank of Vietnam has dropped interest rates. Has dropped interest rates. Actually, that does fit. That wasn't one of the words I was thinking of, but that is not wrong. Okay, Phung Nhi? Okay, that is not wrong. Okay, so that is fine. So dropped is another one. Okay, that means there are two more. There are two more words that can go in here. The Bank of Vietnam has dropped interest rates. Anji, can you tell me one of them?
I think it is lowered.
The Bank of Vietnam has lowered interest rates, is correct. That is one of them. All right. And what is the opposite of lowered, Anji?
I think the opposite of lowered is rose.
Not rose. You're getting closer though. Not rose. The opposite of lowered is
Okay.
The opposite of lowered is duknia. What is the opposite of lowered? One of these words. What is the opposite of lowered?
Reduced.
No, reduced and
Low.
lowered are synonyms. They are the same.
Oh, no, lowered. Oh yeah, my bad.
What is the opposite of lowered?
Raised.
Yes, yes. Okay, raised, everybody. All right. So the Bank of Vietnam has lowered interest rates, or dropped interest rates, or raised interest rates. And raised and lowered are both opposites. Okay, so interest rates can go up or down, of course. All right, so I will just again recap or review the answers to these. And remember, as I was saying, a lot of these words, they go together in groups or clumps. All right, so the quicker you can get used to which words go together, the quicker you can answer questions like this. All right, the population of the city rose to a high of 2.8 million. Okay, has to be rose, has to be past tense. From the chart, we can see is a group of words that often go together, those three words. We can see that expenditure on IT has increased rapidly. Number three, the inflation rate has fallen to its lowest point in 10 years, fallen. The chart compares or shows the amount of water consumed per person in each area. Okay, could also be illustrates. All right, shows, compares, illustrates. And remember what I was saying about illustrates and shows are synonyms, but illustrates is a more formal or academic word. So it's good for you to know. Diagram 2.4 illustrates or shows the life cycle of a butterfly. Number 6, the results of the survey suggest or show that most people are dissatisfied with public transport. The percentage of households without a phone dropped or fell from 23% to just 4%. Dropped and fell are also synonyms, and they mean something that goes down very quickly, dropped or fell. So that's why lowered, as someone suggested, isn't correct, because lowered means something that changes slowly. Dropped or fell are things that go down quickly. To address the climate crisis, we all need to reduce the amount of energy we consume. The amount will increase further, reaching 6 million in 2030. And the final one we've just done, the Bank of Vietnam has dropped, raised, or lowered interest rates. Are there any questions about any of those verbs? All right, I hope you found that a useful exercise. All right, because this knowing how to use these verbs is what we will be doing further when it comes to describing what happens with graphs and tables and charts. When you need to describe the trends in graphs and tables and charts, you will use verbs like these. In fact, the same as these. Okay. So, on to the next part of today's lesson, and we are just quickly going to review words we looked at 2 weeks ago. Remember, I was asking you about to tell me about your apartments or houses using these adjectives. All right. So, Jalin.
Yes.
Jalin, can you tell me what spacious means?
Um,
Spacious. The first word here, spacious. Are you not sure?
uh, can I tell like closest words about the spacious?
Spacious. Can you give me a synonym for spacious?
I think spacious is like large.
Large. Yes, it is. Spacious. Okay. Spacious means something that is large or has a lot of room. Okay.
Yes.
A lot of room. That is spacious. Okay. Thank you, Jalin. Knock two. Knock two.
Yeah. Yes.
Cramped. What does cramped mean? Can you remember?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine. Phung Ni. Cramped.
Nhồi nhét
Cramped.
chen đông cứng cơ mà.
Is opposite mean with spacious.
It is. So cramped means,
Hồn
yeah,
vãi.
that's right. So what does cramped mean? What does it mean?
And
You are right. It is the opposite of spacious. You are correct. But what does it mean?
Cái này rất thông minh.
cram is small and
Small, yes, small. Not much room. Yes, small. Something that is cramped. My bedroom is cramped. Means my bedroom is very small. Okay. All right. Comfortable. I'm sure you know what comfortable means. I'm sure you know what tidy means. And I'm sure you know what messy means. Okay. So I'm going to ask each of you now for a sentence. All right. Using each of these words. So starting with you, please. Anji.
Uh,
Chị ơi. Okay.
Okay, Anji, can you give me a sentence, something to do with your house or apartment using the word spacious? Okay, I will give you an example. So please listen, everyone. Okay, my living room is very spacious. My living room is very spacious, which means, of course, I have a large living room. Okay, Anji, can you give me a sentence, please?
my bed is spacious. Four people can sleep there.
Oh, wow, you have a very big bed. Okay, my bed is spacious. 4 people can sleep in it. Okay, very good. Dr. Nia,
Yes.
okay, a sentence about your apartment or house with spacious in it, please.
My apartment have a very spacious bedroom.
My apartment doesn't have a very spacious bedroom. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that is correct. Try me.
Yes,
Okay, spacious, a sentence, please.
with cramped.
Sorry, with spacious, spacious.
My house has a special living room.
My house has a spacious living room is correct. My house has a spacious living room. Have to make sure you use that indefinite article, a. My house has a spacious living room. Okay, thank you. Who am I up to now? Berlin. Spacious.
My parents' bedroom uh, is more spacious than my bedroom.
Correct. Good complex sentence, Berlin. That's very good. My parents' bedroom is more spacious than my bedroom. That is correct. Well done. All right, Charlene.
Here.
Yes, spacious.
My grandfather's house has a spacious garden.
My grandfather's house has a spacious garden. Is correct. Thank you, Charlene. Knock two.
Oh, yeah, you call me?
Yes.
My
Yes, knock two.
micro, I can hear.
Yeah, spacious. Spacious. A
Spacious.
sentence with spacious.
I wanna living in a spacious house.
Okay, I want to live in a spacious house. I want to live in a spacious house is correct. Phong Ni,
Nhi ơi, nhanh lên con.
My parent bedroom has a spacious bed.
my parents' bedroom has a spacious bed is correct. Okay, normally with spacious, you would use it not so much for furniture like a bed or a chair or a sofa. Usually you use it to describe a room or a house or a garden, as someone says. So spacious is not usually used to describe furniture, although it is not wrong. So to say you have a spacious bed or my parents have a spacious bed is okay, but you would usually use the word spacious to talk about a room or a house or a building or a garden. Okay, all right. So I guess Bao Lin gets the prize for that word. Okay, Bao Lin had the most complex sentence for that one. So see if anyone else can do a complex sentence with this next word. Starting with you, please, Anji. Anji, cramped. Okay, remember cramped means something that is small or tiny or maybe uncomfortable.
My desk is so cramped, therefore I don't feel so comfortable sitting there.
Okay, sorry, what was the second word? My what?
So therefore I don't feel so comfortable sitting there.
I heard that. What was the second word you said? My what?
I don't feel so uncomfortable sitting.
Yeah, that part is correct. How did your sentence start? How did you start?
My desk is.
Oh, sorry, your desk. Is that right? Desk.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear that word. My desk is cramped, therefore I don't feel very comfortable sitting there. Okay, good sentence, Anzi. Good sentence. All right, two separate phrases. Very good, and was correct. Duk Nia.
Yeah.
Okay, Duk Nia. Cramped.
I have a very cramped living room that I my bad. I have a very cramped living room that only contains a chair.
Excellent sentence, Duk Nia. Perfect. I have a very cramped living room that only contains a chair. Perfect English. Well done. Okay, Rami.
The yard in my house is cramped.
Sorry, what was the second word?
The yard in my house is cramped.
The yard in my house is cramped. Good. That is correct. The yard in my house is cramped. All right. Bao
Although my bathroom is cramped, I'm still feel comfortable with it.
Although my bathroom is cramped, I still feel comfortable with it. It's great. Okay. Again, a good complex sentence. Thank you, Bao Lin. Jalin.
The road to my house is very cramped, so only one motorbike can go in.
That is a good sentence, but the end is not quite right. The road to my house is cramped, so only one motorcycle can go in. Usually when you use the word road, Jalin, you don't say go into a road, okay? Yeah. You go into, what do you go into? You can go into a tunnel, you can go into a room, but you can't go into a road. Does that make sense?
Yes.
On a road, you go on it, okay, or you drive on it, but you don't go into a room. Sorry, you don't go into a road. Okay, so how can we change that sentence? You might say, the road to my house is cramped, so only one motorcycle can go on it. is what you would say. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Knock 2.
Yes.
Cramped. Cramped.
People living in the slum, they are living in the clean house.
The people living in a slum, you would say are living in
Are
a,
living,
yeah, are living in a cramped house. Yes, that is correct. Good, good sentence. The people living in a slum are living in a cramped house. You don't need to say they. You can leave that out. The people living in a slum are living in a cramped house. Okay, Fung Ni. Fung Ni.
My grandparents' house has a cramped garden.
My grandparents' house has a cramped garden is correct. Thank you, Fung Ye. Okay, now you are getting the idea of this. So again, we will start. So please listen to what everybody else is saying. Okay, so if you are not sure, then you will hopefully get an idea from what everyone else is saying, how you should use these words. Okay, Anji. Comfortable. Okay, comfortable. These next 3 should be easy for everybody.
My bed is so comfortable because
Great. Yeah. Sorry, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
Because it has a lot of pillows.
Okay, my bed is comfortable because there are a lot of pillows. Okay, great sentence. Okay, Nia.
I have a very comfortable bed that I can easily lie down and sleep instantly.
I have a very comfortable bed that I can easily lie down and sleep in easily. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, great sentence. Excellent. Really good complex sentence. Try me.
The sofa in my house make me feel comfortable.
The sofa in my house makes me feel comfortable. Okay, please remember to put the S on the end of make. Okay, makes. The sofa in my house makes me feel comfortable. Okay, good, try me. Berlin.
My living room is comfortable for everyone to sit and sleep here.
My living room is very comfortable for everyone to. The only thing wrong with that sentence is the last word. The last word. You wouldn't say here, okay? You would say, do you know what you would say, Berlin?
There.
You would say in.
Okay.
In, okay, better. When you're talking about a room, usually you are in a room. Okay, like I was saying before, you can't be in a road, but you can be in a room. Okay, so you would best to use the word in. The living room is my house is very comfortable for everyone to sit and sleep in. All right, is better English. Thank you, Balden. Jalin, comfortable, please.
Okay. I have a comfortable bed, so I sleep well.
Excellent, perfect sentence. Okay, perfect sentence. Knock 2.
I like sit in the comfortable sofa after work or study.
I sit on a comfortable sofa after work and study. It's good. Well done, Knock 2. Fung Ni.
My bedroom has a comfortable bed and it helps me to relax after school time.
Excellent. My bedroom has a comfortable bed and helps me to relax after school time. That's great. Okay, this is good. Okay, you're doing very well. So I made it a little bit harder. Anji.
Yes.
Anji, okay. So for the next one, everyone, you have to use the 2 words. All right, 2 words. Okay, so you need to use in your talk to me both these words, tidy and messy. Can you do that, Anji?
Yes. Due to my laziness, my table always messy, but but my bed is very tidy because I like to sleep in there, so I always need to clean it every morning.
Okay, that's not bad. So just starting at that was very good try. Very good try, Angie. Usually though you don't clean a bed, do you? What do you do with a bed in English?
Tidy.
You don't clean your bed. The word begins with M. M.
Make.
Yes, make. Yes, you make your bed. Okay. All right. So you clean dishes. All right. You clean dishes or you clean the floor, but you make your bed. Make your bed. But that was very good try, Angie. Okay, Duk Nia.
I have a very messy room because I'm too lazy to clean it.
Yes. Remember, you're using two
Oh,
words in your
oh,
talk this
wait,
time.
wait, wait.
So your first sentence is correct. Okay.
Yeah. Mm, my living room is very tidy because my parents always clean it.
Okay. All right. That is correct. All right. That is correct. Okay. But this from now on, I want to hear both words used together. All right. In two
Okay.
sentences.
My bad.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Duk Nia. But that was correct. Your English was correct. Trami. Trami.
Yes.
All right, Trami. Can you do this? Both words.
I always wash the dishes after my lunch, after my meals, to keep my kitchen tidy and can't be messy.
Almost, Trami, almost. That was a very good try, okay, in a complex sentence. Okay, I always wash my dishes after my lunch to keep the kitchen tidy, okay? And then you would say, because I don't want it to be messy.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't want it to be messy. So you actually need those other small words, prepositions. You have to use those to make the sentence correct. But that was good try, Trami. Okay, the first part was correct. Just the last part just missed out a couple of prepositions. All right, does that make sense, Trami?
Yes.
Okay, good. You did well. All right, Bao Lin, tidy and messy.
I always tidy my messy bathroom at the weekend.
Okay, that's very good. I always tidy my messy bedroom at the weekend is correct. Okay, and good, making use of them very simply. I always tidy my messy bedroom at the weekend. Very good, Baolin. Jalin.
When I cook, the kitchen is very messy, but when my mother cooks, the kitchen is so tidy.
Okay, excellent. All right, two good sentences. All right, very good, Jalin. Knock two.
Yes, a messy work.
Yeah, knock two, tidy and messy.
Tidy and messy.
Yes.
I always keep my book sleep tidy, but my room always messy.
Okay, is correct. Okay, but my room's always messy. I keep my books tidy. Okay, and last one, Fung Ni.
Every time I see my room is messy, I will clean it because I like my room to be tidy.
Okay, every time I see my room is messy, I will clean it because I want my room to be tidy. Is correct. Again, good English. All right. So well done, everybody. I think just all of you have got the idea of that. So why we did this exercise, all right, is because when you are asked in an Ielts test by an examiner to talk about your house or your apartment, these are the adjectives you need to be comfortable with using, all right? Especially words that are a little bit more formal, like spacious, Okay, instead of saying my room is big, it is much better to say my room is spacious. All right, it's a much more formal academic word to use. So it's good to use more complex words. The same with the cramped. All right, instead of saying my room is tiny, okay, I can't fit anything in it, you say my room is cramped. All right, this shows that you have a good vocabulary if you can use words, adjectives like cramped. So that's why we are studying these now. Okay, so for the rest of the lesson, we are going to look at words that describe daily routines. A routine. Can you tell me, Anji, what a routine is? What is a routine?
Routine is what we do every day.
Correct. Yes, very good. A routine is something we do every day or something we do regularly. All right. A routine is something we do regularly, such as you get up, go to school, come home from school, have dinner, do your homework, go to bed. That is your routine for the day. Okay. A routine is something you do regularly. Okay. So using these words, all right, which I'm sure you all know. All right. So I won't ask you to tell me what they mean. Get up, get dressed, have breakfast, lunch, dinner, go to school, catch the bus and train. All right. Okay, so Duk Nia, I will start with you, please. All right. Can you please, using all these words, okay, Duk Nia? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nhanh con.
Yeah, I think I could hear him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Thank you, Mr. All right. So I need you to use all these words, okay? Can you do this? Tell me about your daily routine using all these words.
Okay.
Okay.
During a normal day, I usually get up at 6 a.m., get dressed to prepare to go to school. I have breakfast at 6:30. After that I go to school by catching the bus.
Yes. Hey, Duk Nia, that was really good. Excellent. That was great. Okay, perfect. All right, very good. Trami, your turn.
I usually get up at 6 p.m. to go to school.
Okay, so sorry, I'll stop you there. What time do you get up?
Yes,
What time do you get up, Trami?
6 a.m.
Yes, I think you said 6 p.m. Okay, that would make you very late for school. Okay. Okay, so sorry, start again, please. I usually get up.
I usually get up at 6 p.m. to get ready for school.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. nhầm đấy. Again, please, and talk longer.
I usually get up at 6 a.m. in the morning to get ready for the school.
Yes, keep going. You have to use all the words, remember? Did you hear what Duk Nia did? You have to use all the words, okay, to describe for me your daily routine. Okay. So I usually start again, please. I usually get up at 6 a.m.
Yes, to get ready for the school, and I get dresses for about 15 minutes, and I have breakfast. I have breakfast for 30 minutes, and I go to school. I catch the bus to wait for me.
That is correct. Okay, don't worry, Trami. Okay, so I usually get up at 6 a.m. I get dressed, then I have breakfast. For breakfast, I have rice. After that, I go to school. I catch the bus to school.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that is how you do it. All right.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't need, by the way, you don't need to say, I go to the school. Normally you can drop the, all right. I go to school. Don't need to say school
Yes.
in this context. Sorry, you don't need to say that. Okay. So I get up, I get dressed and go to school.
Yes.
All right, Trami. Okay, good try. All right, Baolin,
Um,
do you know what I want you to do, Baolin?
yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
I always get up at 6:30. Then I brush my teeth and get dressed. Next, I have breakfast with my family. After that, I go to school by catching a bus.
All right, excellent. Perfect. Thank you, Baolin. Jalin,
I usually get up at 6:30. Then I clean myself and have breakfast with my brother. After that, I study at home, and at 1 p.m. I catch the bus to go to school.
okay. All right, very good. The only thing I would change about that, and I'm being a little bit picky now, okay? You wouldn't normally say I clean myself, all right? You would normally say, I have a bath or I have a shower, or those are the more usual words in English, all right? When you are talking about having a bath or having a shower.
Yes.
Okay, you don't usually say I clean myself, all right?
Yes.
That's not what a native speaker would say. They would just usually say, I get up, I have a shower, or I have a bath, or I have a wash, and then I get dressed. Okay, that is the best, easiest way to say it. But the rest was correct. Thank you. Knock two.
Yes.
All right, knock two, whenever you're ready.
Yes. My day my daily routine is I always get up in 8 a.m. because my house start in 1 p.m. Yeah. I get dressed, have breakfast after have breakfast and lunch, and I go to school by taxi. Yeah.
Okay, you go to school by taxi. All right, did you say you get up at 8 a.m.?
Yeah. Yes.
You get up at 8 a.m. Okay. You get up at 8 a.m. and then you get dressed. And then you
no, not really.
Right.
I get up in 8 a.m. and do exercise or do my homework.
Good. Okay. Yes.
So no, and do my homework. When 11 a.m. Right. But when 11 a.m. I start to prepare for the class, get ready and have a lunch. So and then I go to school. I went
Okay.
to school early.
Okay. So you don't go to school till 11 a.m. Is that right?
No. I in 11 a.m. I start go there because my school is so far from my house.
Okay. So at 11 a.m. I leave to
Right.
go to school. Okay. At 11 a.m. I leave the house or I leave the apartment to go to school. Okay. And I catch a taxi there. Okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you, Noctu. Feng Yi.
I always get up at 8 a.m. Then I have a breakfast and I will study at home. I go to school in the afternoon, so after the lunch, I will get dressed and go to school. I don't catch the bus or taxi because I go to school by motorbike.
Okay, good. It was good. Good way of constructing the sentence. Okay, Thong Nhi, that's good. I don't catch the bus or taxi because I go to school by motorbike is correct. All right, that's very good. And last one for this, Anji.
A day in my life starts at 6 o'clock when I get up. I get dressed, then I and then I will catch the bus to go to the school. And when I get to school, I usually have breakfast at the school canteen.
Okay, that's good. Good use of English. When I get to school, I will have breakfast at the school canteen. Very good. I'm also very pleased to hear everyone is using their prepositions and articles correctly. Words such as at and the. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so most of you did that exercise very well. So again, these are the sort of sentences you will need to say to an examiner. All right, when he asks you, what do you do in a typical day, or what is your daily routine? All right, so quickly going on to the next one, typical weekend activities. Again, I won't spend too much time on this because I'm sure you know these ones. So sleep in, all right, catch up with friends, hang out with friends is very informal, but it is okay to use in conversation. To hang out with friends means you just stay with your friends, you visit your friends, go shopping, go out for lunch and play sports. All right. Again, I will go quickly to the adverbs of frequency. These are words such as always, usually, often, regularly, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, and never. Dok Nia.
Yes.
Yes, Dok Nia, what does rarely mean?
Rarely, like
What
it's
does this word here mean? Rarely, rarely.
hard to find, or like, what do we call it?
You are close. So something that is rare is hard to find.
Yeah.
Okay, but what does the adverb mean? Rarely, rarely. So rare, something that is rare is hard to find, but what does rarely mean? Slightly
Oh,
different.
not really often to like happens.
Correct. You are right. Okay. Rarely means it's something doesn't happen very often or happens hardly ever. Okay, very good. Rarely means something that hardly ever happens. Okay. So again, I'm sure you know all these words. What we will do I was going to try and find time to do the speaking test, but I won't. So we will finish off the lesson because I know lunchtime is getting close and I know some of you are getting hungry by just looking at some of these idiomatic expressions. So these are all ones that begin with B. Trami.
Yes.
Okay, can you read the first expression for me, please?
Batten down the hatches to
Correct.
prepare for trouble bad weather. Example, on Tuesday there's going to be a cyclone in Hanoi, so batten down the hatches.
Okay, so batten down the hatches. Just to explain it a little bit further, it comes from ships. All right, ships have hatches that go over openings in the deck of a ship. All right, and so when a storm and rain and waves come on a ship, they have to shut the hatches, and the phrase they use for that is batten down. That is the word they use on ships to close the hatches, close the doors. They batten down the hatches. And that phrase in English has come to mean getting ready for trouble. Means getting ready for trouble, as well as getting ready for any real storm that comes. So for example, if there's a cyclone coming to your city, you batten down the hatches. It means to get everything tidy and locked away so that the storm can't affect it. I hope that makes sense. Batten down the hatches. This is quite a common expression in English. To prepare for trouble is what it means. Batten down the hatches means to prepare for trouble. Okay, next one, please. Bao Lin.
Back the wrong horse. To support
Yes.
a person, group, idea, political party that lost.
Okay, so this comes from racing, from horse racing. If you back the wrong horse, it means you have gambled money on the horse that hasn't won. Okay, you back the wrong horse. To back something means to support it in English slang. To back something means to support it. Okay, some of you might back, for example, I'm not sure, Liverpool football team or Manchester United football team. You might back them. That means to support them. So if you back the wrong horse, means you support something that is losing or has lost. Okay, Jalin.
Back to square one. Back
Yes.
to the starting point.
Yes, going back to square one just means going back to the beginning. This comes from games. If you usually, when you start a game, some sort of simple board game, you start at square one. Square one is the first square you start in if you are playing a simple board game. So going back to square one means you have to go back to the starting point. Again, this is a common expression in English, means to start again. We have to go back to square one with learning English because we don't understand it very well. We have to go back to square one with this math problem because we don't understand it. Just means to go back to the beginning. Okay, knock two.
Yes. Yes.
The next idiomatic expression, please, knock two. Do you know where we are up to?
Typical weekend activity, right?
No, we are up to, please pay attention. We are up to bark up. Okay, here.
Yeah, my bad. Back up the wrong tree is to make wrong assumption.
Okay, make a wrong assumption. Okay, assumption means to think of the wrong thing about something. All right, if you bark up the wrong tree. Now bark, I remember I mentioned before that many English words have two meanings. So bark is what a dog does. I could hear a dog barking before, actually. Someone's dog was barking. But bark, to bark up something means to climb, also means to climb up. So to bark up the wrong tree means to climb up the wrong tree. And in English, it has become an idiomatic expression for getting the wrong idea about something. Bark up the wrong tree means just to get the wrong idea or assumption about something. And assumption and idea are synonyms, by the way. Okay? Assumption and idea are synonyms. So to bark up the wrong tree means to get the wrong idea about something. I'm trying to think of an example I can use in a sentence for you. Let me see. When I saw my friend come to school late, I assumed he had slept in, but I was barking up the wrong tree. He was late because his mother was sick. Okay, that's how I could use it in a sentence. So to bark up the wrong tree just means you have got the wrong idea about something. Okay, Feng Yi, last one.
Begin to see the light, to begin to understand.
Okay, so when you begin to see the light on anything, on something, means you begin to understand. All right, begin to see the light. It is a metaphor or a simile in English. All right, when light starts to come, of course, you can see things better. All right, and it has become a metaphor for beginning to understand something. Does that make sense, Feng Yi? Yeah, okay. So the longer I study English, the more I see the light, okay, about how to understand English. All right, so to begin to see the light means I am beginning to understand something. All right, everyone. Okay. For those of you who have turned your cameras off, please turn them back on. All right, who can't I see? Feng Lin. Hello, Feng Lin.
Phương Linh, yeah, she came late.
She came late. She's gone
Yeah.
early. No, she's still there. All right. Okay, so okay, I can see everyone else. All right, everyone, so that's the end of the lesson for today. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for making good sentences with those words. I was pleased with you, okay, not just because you used the words, but also because the other words you used in the sentences were correct. All right, so that shows me that you understand how to compose or construct sentences. Next week, we are going to be doing a little more talking because I want to keep getting you familiar with talking to me in English, all right? And we're also going to be looking at doing some writing. Mrs. Ha, do you have anything to say before we finish?
Oh, no, thank you very much, teacher. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Ha. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mấy đứa nhớ vào học đúng giờ nhá. Tại sao có 1 tiếng rưỡi thôi mà học xong lại mất phút nọ phút kia thành dở hơi không, đúng không? Nhá. Bác lại cứ phải đi nhắc từng đứa một. Okay, goodbye everyone. Yeah.